The timekeepers and counting for the knockdown seconds will be Al Bisick and Mike Lachella. This first bout is also sanctioned by the North American Boxing Federation. Supervisor at ringside, Jim Hall. The 3 judges scoring this contest on a 10-point must system will be Keith McDonald, Marty Salmon, and Dolby Shirley. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Jay Nady. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things started tonight with 12 rounds of boxing for the NABF Super Bantamweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with green and weighing in at 121 pounds. His professional record, 33 victories, 20 defeats with 2 draws, 20 of his 33 victories by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Guadalajara, Mexico, the challenger, Alberto Húngaro Martinez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trimmed with blue and weighing in at 121 pounds also. He's undefeated with a record of 17-0, 14 by KO. He is from Tijuana, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, the NABF Super Bantamweight Champion, Erik Terrible Morales.
Do you have any questions? I gave you instructions to the dressing room. We have 12 rounds. Let's go to work.
Whenever I see a young Mexican fighter with this kind of record, Jim, I think, are we watching the next Julio Cesar Chavez, because there are just so many prize fighters to draw from in Mexico in the lower weights, and anyone who rises up this quickly must have something to offer. This young man is very tall for his weight at 5'8", probably will grow up to be a featherweight or even a lightweight. I'm anxious to see him work.
Interestingly, Morales told us yesterday his boxing heroes are Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Ruben Olivares. Did not list Julio Cesar Chavez among his favorites.
Morales is instantly showing that he's got the power.
How, George?
Start a fight out, let him taste what you got first.
Hard right hand lead by Alberto Martinez. A little bit of a slow start by both fighters. Morales not yet releasing the jab, steps in and kind of paws with it. Alberto Martinez told us yesterday he's going to go in and try to swarm the young fighter and get an early knockout. So far, he has been considerably more conservative than he would have indicated to us he was going to be.
And when you're fighting a guy who's a little taller than you are, you make him, he's got the advantage with the left jab. You make him throw that jab, just miss over and over. Finally, he stops putting his power onto it, and you take advantage of countering.
So the quick left-right combination by Morales. Now he kind of chops with the right hand. Martinez getting a look at him, lands another right-hand lead.
Keep that punch up.
Nady's warning was to Martinez as threw the first real body punch of the bout. Good left-right combination by Martinez. Morales with a little bit of a slow start here in round 1, George.
But he's established that he has the power here.
Hard right hand by Morales landed flush. Martinez still coming forward.
Once you tell a guy in the first or second round, hey, I can hit and I can hit hard, then the other guy think I better hold back a little bit. Then you're able to establish a good left jab when you get the other guy holding back because of the fear of your power.
This time Morales blocks the right hand lead and blocks those lefts with his glove as he backs up into the ropes.
You can see why he liked Sugar Ray Leonard. Many Latino fighters we've talked to cite Ray Leonard as their model or hero. It's interesting.
Good hard left hook in close by Erik Morales, trained and managed by his father. He's got a younger brother, Diego, who he says has the inside track to be the bantamweight representative on the Mexican Olympic team next year.
His father fought over 60 professional fights.
Martinez off balance there. Morales stepped in and landed a left hook. And they trade punches as round one comes to a close.
So 3 guys in here that's got a cut man, okay?
No te lo dejes arrimar, hijo. Puedes trabajar a la distancia, ¿ok? No, te lo estás dejando que te llegue mucho. Manténlo a distancia. No te pongas ni para nada, ¿oíste?
Let's watch Morales work. A little bit of a left hand there. Good straight right hand. Here we see it again. But he's in against a good, tough club fighter who should give him some good, tough experience.
Piensa que son golpes fuertes. O no nomás por tirar, mijo. Golpes fuertes.
Morales told us yesterday he thinks of himself as a very good body puncher. Didn't go to the body much in round one. Let's see if he concentrates more on that in the second.
Can he go to the body? He stands outside, George, and he's against a little guy with a little body. It's kind of hard to get body shots from out there.
And you start going and miscalculating his body, you're going to end up being called for a lot of low blows. So he's going to have to be conservative with it for a while until he gets the other guy a little reluctant.
2 jabs land for Morales. Martinez beginning to shorten up his punches just a little bit, having tasted, as you pointed out, George, Morales' power. Good short left hand again by Morales.
Morales is starting to act like a matador. He jabs, and then he holds his position, let the other guy moves around as he jabs, keeping that right hand ready to deliver in the middle of the ropes, in the middle of the ring.
On a couple of occasions, Morales has shown a good counter-punching ability.
In boxing, we call it the matador. You jab, and you take a short step to your left. Control the middle of the ring. You don't need it if you got the height advantage. You don't need to go to the ropes.
Martinez less effective in this round as he withdraws a little bit in the face of Morales' power.
Morales, the first left jab right in the middle of the stomach. So he is a good body puncher. Takes a lot of nerve to jab to the body.
You wouldn't want to make a habit of it, would you, George?
Well, you see, once you start jabbing to the body, you got a tendency to bend your chin down, and the other guy can see it, and so the shorter opponent gets a shot at your head. So you got to do it and then go back and forget it.
But if you can do it and get away with it, there's a psychological factor. It's sort of like running the ball down your opponent's throat in football. It's as if to say, I can do anything to you.
There you are. But the thing is, land that jab to the body and go back to what you were doing so that chin does not get permanently bent down so the other guy can chip you. Get that chin. Because you got the height advantage. Take advantage of it.
Morales goes back upstairs with the jab. Now he turns that jab into a hook and lands it with good effect. Another good left hook inside by Morales, this time on a counter. Much quicker hands than Martinez, and that could ultimately tell the tale. Chopping right hand over the top by Morales. Martinez just not landing much in this round.
We don't often see Mexican fighters throwing the jab quite as crisply or as often as we're seeing this young man.
Very good left jab.
Hard right hand counter by Morales as Martinez was coming in, and Martinez winds up the round wobbly, almost down.
It was like his parachute opened a little bit later than the punch landed.
Él te va a dar trabajo 4 rounds nomás, mijo. 4 rounds es lo que te va a dar trabajo. No más de 4 rounds. Sí, te agarró con una oferta. Entonces, porque te estás aventando, por eso que agarró. Entonces, él nomás te... Dame grasa. Él nada más te va a dar trabajo 4 rounds. No, no.
All right, let's watch the end of the round there. That crisp uppercut. was a kind of improvised shot, and I think that it had that kind of delayed response from Martinez. He threw a couple of punches before he realized how hurt he was.
Hey, guys, let's go. Let's go. Out. Out.
And this is scheduled for 12 rounds in Martinez's corner. His cornermen were trying to persuade him that Morales is running out of gas and can't go more than 3 more rounds. Harold Letterman, you say that the incident at the end of the preceding round should have been scored a knockdown in your view?
Jim, listen to me. Anytime any part of your body except the soles of your feet touch the canvas, this is a knockdown, okay? Erik Morales hit this kid at the very end of the round, just before the bell rang, and his left glove touched the canvas. Therefore, Jay Nady should have scored it a knockdown. You continue to count until the guy gets up. In other words, the bell can't say they're only in the last round. So Jay Nady should have started to count when Alberto Martinez got up. At that point, the round would have been over. But it should have been a 10-8 round.
So we have to assume that Nady didn't see the glove touch the canvas.
I would say so.
At any rate, no knockdown scored for Morales, but nevertheless he appears well in control of the fight tactically as we move toward the midpoint of round 3.
I'm sure that the referee can see the blood, however, on both fighters' trunks. I think it's coming from Martinez's nose.
Martinez got the less of the reach, and he's fighting on the outside. I don't understand that.
Right hand landed there for Morales. Go ahead, George.
If you want to fight a guy like that, you got to stay on the inside. If you're not landing really effective punches, just stay there anyway. Good things can happen, but on the outside, you can only get clipped. Right hands, left hooks.
Morales was able to double up inside with the left hook a couple of minutes ago. That's good-looking stuff. Very relaxed in there for a 19-year-old fighter, George.
19, is he?
19. They turned pro 3 years ago.
19 about a week ago.
He is as cool as a cucumber. That's hard to imagine, 19 years old with that much savvy.
Well, comes from a boxing family. As Larry pointed out, his father had 68 fights himself in Mexico.
Now you see Martinez, he's there landing good shots. They're not hurting the guy, but you inside and he's not hitting you. So why move away?
Right hand just missed for Morales. Hard right hand by Martinez. One of his better punches. Morales comes back with a counter right of his own.
Now he can be good. He just got to stay in there throwing short shots. Don't stay on the outside.
Martinez more aggressive again now as round 3 comes to a close. It's scheduled for 12 rounds between Erik Morales in the white trunks with blue trim and Alberto Martinez in the white trunks with green trim. Round 3 comes to a close, and here's a word on how you can further participate in this exciting evening of boxing.
You're a big boxing fan. Now dress the part. Direct from Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Official De La Hoya versus Hernandez fight merchandise. The T-shirts are 100% pre-shrunk cotton and are available in small, medium, large, extra large, and double extra large. One size fits all cap with embroidered logo. Call and order your merchandise now. 1-800-843-1043. That's 1-800-843-1043.
Waiting in his dressing room, the Flushing Flash, former featherweight champion Kevin Kelly, 28 years old from Flushing, New York. A southpaw with some of the fastest hands and unquestionably the fastest mouth in the business of boxing. This is boxing's best talker, George, and that's saying a lot.
I mean it.
Well, but we don't know about Martinez, who tells us that he's in law school, so he might have a pretty good mouthpiece on himself as well. And off of what we're seeing here, it would be a good idea for him to finish his studies.
Right now, Morales is filing a fairly powerful brief on Martinez's face, which shows the effects of the rapier left jab, left hook, and right cross of Morales in the first few rounds. Total through rounds 3 rounds, Morales landing 50% of his punches, and down goes Martinez.
And if he's as smart as his education suggests, he'll stay there.
but he was up before 10. I'm not sure Martinez wanted to be up before 10, and Nady gets the message. Impressive performance.
19-year-old boy.
Didn't he something?
There's an outstanding bantamweight in Mexico, a champion, Marco Antonio Barrera, who I believe who is in his early 20s. I don't know if these two will ever meet or whether this young man will move up to a higher weight because of his height. But there are some wonderful young fighters coming up from Mexico.
47 seconds into the 4th round. Erik Morales has his 18th consecutive victory, his 15th knockout. Among all the other nice things we've said about him, George, he looks to be just about equally effective with the left and the right hands, equally powerful with both.
After 2 rounds, he started to bend his leg as though, hey, I want to knock out now. He no longer wanted to jab and get effective and win points. He wanted to knock out, and he got it.
And we'll take another look at the knockout. Larry Merchant, good-looking young fighter.
Sure is. Oh, to be 19 and have the reflexes and the heart of a lion.
That's right. Archie Moore called that raining on you.
I think the finisher was that last right cross over the top.
Yeah. I don't know who all of his opposition has been. Obviously, he wasn't in against stern competition here, but he's got plenty of time, and they should take their time in moving him up the ranks.
Calm like he's 29.
That comes from being with a family of fighters and probably being in gyms since he's 4 years old.
And let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Caesar's Palace, the referee, Jay Nady, has to step in and call a halt to the bout. The official time, 47 seconds, round number 4. The winner by TKO victory, and still the undefeated NABF Super Bantamweight champion, con Tijuana, Mexico, Erik Terrible Morales.
Well, it'll be interesting to see when we see Morales again as he begins to emerge from Tijuana into the larger world of international boxing. Final punch stat numbers will reflect the numerical dominance that Morales was establishing through 3 rounds, 47 seconds, doubling Martinez in the number of punches landed and doubling him just about in percentage of punches landed. Superior technicianship and excellent power from Erik Morales. Total jabs, landed more, threw more, 54%, an excellent number.